Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst podcast. I am your host, George Collins, Mr. No Topic Collins over here. It's August 22nd, 2018. It's around 12:05 p.m. Yeah, I thought it was raining outside, but it's like just a smoke coming from like the incense. Cause I had to, I got my bed propped up in my room and shit like that because it's still summertime, unfortunately. That's not the reason why I got the bed up. The reason I got the bed up is because I had to re-vacuum my office. Because I don't understand. I heard somebody complaining on another podcast I was listening to. In LA, summertime means it's ant season, which I never heard of, but now I understand because now that I live in I live in a trailer. I live in a goddamn trailer. I ain't ashamed. It's a nice place. It's basically, it has all the economies of all the no responsibility of living in an apartment, but you don't have neighbors upstairs fucking as if this is their last day before the guy goes to prison. Like, this is nice, it's cool, but the bad thing about a trailer is it has bad I want to say isolation. I'm gonna say circulation. It's not built correctly. There's a bunch of holes everywhere. Not giant holes that you can see with the naked eye. It's big enough for bugs, you know? Not like roaches or anything like that. It's more for ants. So summertime is ant season for people who live in a trailer. I guess anywhere, really. Because ants are everywhere, right? Yeah. So it's ant season still. Once it start cooling off, then they'll disappear with everything else. Once it start cooling off. But right now it's ant season and I can't do shit about it. And they don't make any sense either. It's like it's nothing I can do. I can go to the store, I can buy the Raid spray, I can buy the fire ant bait stuff and put it everywhere. But I bought them before and they don't work. Like, they'll get rid of a few of them, but it's fucking thousands of them. If you ever seen one of those ant colonies, those homes that's be dug up in the ground, they have thousands upon thousands of fucking ants, man, that's in there. You spend a whole day trying to kill all of them, man. So it's like, you can't get rid of them, but you can like take precautions. Like, say if you got roaches, right? And you just move into a place, you realize, oh, they got a few roaches here. So what you'll do, you'll spray, you'll bomb it, but then you'll change up how you're living in the house. Like, okay, when I get done eating food, I won't just leave the food on the plate on the room dresser. Because if you eat in the room, you don't want to take it back to the kitchen. So you put it on the dresser and shit like that when you get done. And whenever you go back to the kitchen, you'll take the bowl or the plate or whatever with you. But in reality, you're not gonna take it. You're gonna forget it. Then like 3 days later, it's still there, and you'll finally pick it up when you clean up your room. You'll change up. You'll change up your ways. So you'll take everything to the kitchen, clean up everything, and your house is spotless. But sometimes you still have a few roaches just kind of like scattered around because that's just how it is. All right. You don't have an infestation just because you see a roach or two. Doesn't mean you have an infestation. It just means that's just the way that area is. Like, unless you're gonna go down and try to like patch up holes and all that stuff, you can't really do anything about them. All you do is stay clean, and then they won't multiply in your house. That's how it is. And that's how it is with these ants. You know, I keep going off subject a little bit. Why they're a problem? Because you can't read what exactly they're going to do. Like, outside, they attack my big trash can outside, so I can't, like, you can't keep your hand on the trash can for too long without like a bunch of them getting on your hand. So they'll attack my trash can, right? But they don't attack the trash can in the house, you know? Because you'll think if you got ants, they'll go to where all the food and the trash and stuff is, right? The trash can. Because I try to keep my house as clean as possible. So the only place that has quote unquote trash is the kitchen where the trash can is. But they won't attack the trash can. They'll attack, like, say if I make some pork chops or some shit like that, and I like flick a piece of meat by accident onto the counter, and I just kind of and I don't see it, and I leave it there for overnight. But when I wake up and I come back into the kitchen, they attack the damn pork chop. This one tiny bit of fucking pork chop. They made a whole little colony and shit. They got like a little city hall. Like they got like 2 or 3 churches and shit. They got a whole little colony in the area, but they won't, not one ant. In the 8 months that I've been living in this place, I haven't seen one ant near the trash can itself. But they'll attack like the other day. They attacked the damn dog food. Cause I left it there for like about 4 hours. This was back when the dog was actually like really sick. I got another dog, by the way. Did I talk about that? Yeah. It's not really I got another dog. It's my girlfriend. She the one who went out of her way, which I'm not really happy about. But I can't be mad at a dog or whatever. But I was mad at the condition that she got the dog. You know what I mean? Because the first dog. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that it was a red bone hound. So it was a different type of dog, especially for a black dude. And I think I mentioned that. I was like, oh, this is different for me. It's not just having a pit or a rock or some shit like that, right? It was like a legit, like almost like a a slave master type dog, you know. But it was different. She was cute and whatever, but she was dumb. I don't know. But unfortunately, she got distemper, and it wasn't really much I could do, and I didn't have the money to be able to buy the medication to prolong it. So, and honestly, I don't think I would have wanted that, you know, because that last couple of days, how she was like suffering, she didn't want to eat and shit like that. I got the mindset of I got to suck it in for my mom. Just kind of like, I don't want the person to suffer. I didn't want the dog to suffer. I would have probably paid to get it put down if it got too sick instead of paying all that money for it to die anyway. You know what I mean? Like, am I an asshole for that? No. But the vet, I think I said it, but I was like, the vets that took with the first dog, they knew I didn't have money. Because I asked, did they have like a payment plan? Because if they had a payment plan, I would have got as much treatment as I could, and just tried to pay it off as best I could. But I didn't have the money, so they gave me some free medicine, basically some like medicine they opened, but didn't like they didn't use it all and shit like that. So they gave me like four little pill bottles of stuff, right? They like get us once an hour, get us twice an hour, that type of stuff, right? She ended up passing like the day after I took her to the vet, so it was useless because she wasn't eating and drinking, so she was super young, so it took her, right? And then like 3-4 weeks later, which was last Monday, right? I want to say like the beginning of August or some shit like that, right? She surprised me with another dog. I don't even know what type of dog it is. That's the thing. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll take a picture of it. I haven't posted a picture of it yet because it was sick too. That dog was sick too. It had kettle cough. This dog right now that we have right now has kettle cough, which is like a bacteria in its nose where basically what it looks like from the outside. It look like fucking boogers coming out his damn nose. It's kind of hard for it to breathe. So in turn, it's fucking disgusting. Boogers coming out his nose, and you know how dogs lick whatever's on their nose and whatever. So it's licking the damn boogers up, and then it's vomiting the shit up. So it's fucking disgusting. So it's like all night it's just coughing and throwing up and shit. For like 2 days, for like a day and a half, it didn't want to eat, but we finally forced it to eat, and now it eats every day. So it's fine. We got the medicine. I got the medicine for it, and it's slowly recovering from that. So now we don't hear it as much. So the medicine is working. It's getting rid of the bacteria that's in the back of his nose. Man, it's just dogs are so goddamn fragile, man. That's why I wasn't really happy about the dog, because I'm like, oh shit, dude, it's another fucking bill. You know, I wasn't happy about it because I wasn't ready to be able to take care of another dog, and I I didn't want to put another dog through my brokenness. You know what I mean? So she kind of fucking just kind of made an executive move and just did it. It did it anyway. And she ended up having to pay for the damn medicine and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's so damn complicated over in this household. I'm glad the dog's not sick, or is not like fatally sick like the last one. So he's a little cutie. I think he's a kettle dog, but I'm not sure what else he's mixed with. But he's super chill. I haven't heard him bark once in a week and a half, 2 weeks we had him. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, he's super chill. He's super excitable too. That's why I noticed he was getting better, because when he was sick, he'll move around, jump up when I open a cage, go to use the bathroom, whatever. But that's nothing compared to like now. If I go right now, if I go right now and open up the cage and like, yeah, let's go outside, he'll fucking sprint. He'll sprint out the damn cage. Like he'll run so goddamn fast that the cage will move, and he'll run on our hardwood floor like one of those old cartoons where their legs turn into circles. That's how fucking hard that motherfucker is, like trying to get out the damn door. So then when he sees other people, he's super excited. He's doing like fucking doing like jump 360s and shit, jumping and spinning around in 360. He's a lot. So it's good to see that he has the energy now. So I'm hopefully nothing bad happens to him. It's just dogs are so damn fragile, dude. Shit. What was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? Ants? Yeah. Fucking ants. 11 minutes. Fucking infestation. I don't understand. They'll attack the little piece of meat that's on the counter, but then won't attack the fucking trash can, which makes no goddamn sense. And I haven't the one room that I'm having a big problem with right now is the office, which is, I would say, is the cleanest room in the whole house. There's never any food in here, besides like some Kool-Aid in a cup or some shit. That's about it. But then I'll take that out as fast as I can after I get done drinking it, right? Because I try not to have anything in here because I don't want food all up in my keyboard and all that shit. Other than that, there's no food in here for real. So it's a little junky, like paper, and I got like little treasure chests full of like documents and shit, but nothing the ants would want, you know? So I don't understand why they're in here. It's carpeted, so when I'm barefoot in here, I fucking feel like one or two every now and then crawling on my feet. I'm like, get this shit out of here. So I got to vacuum and spray and shit every other day. I won't feel anything for like 2 or 3 weeks. So it gets rid of them, but not forever. It's just too many. So nor do I have the patience to try to like go underneath the house and try to like bomb them out that way too. It's a lot. Man, kind of feel bad. It's Wednesday too. Wednesday, I almost forgot to take out the trash. I'm about to have to run outside in like half of my sweatpants and shit, and give it to the little Mexican dude that's picking up the trash can. Why is he Mexican? Because he is. All right. Because I kind of feel bad for the trash man, because you got the dude who's chilling up in the truck. All you doing is just driving. All you gotta do is just not fall asleep or run over the dude that's getting the trash. But the dude that has to be on the street, like especially the Mexican dude that's on our street, like he has to fucking run all the way. That's a fucking workout. He has to run with the truck all throughout the neighborhood, and then he only gets a rest when they're done, and then he still has to like stand on the back of the truck and use all his strength, hold his body up. If he doesn't like sit in the passenger seat, you know. But other than that, he jumps. He has to run throughout the whole goddamn neighborhood. Now I kind of feel bad for the dude. That is a workout. That's a fucking 8-hour workout, man. Different neighborhoods. People got dogs and shit. Like, especially this neighborhood. They got dogs every goddamn where. Fucking ridiculous. man, especially on my street, man. It's not so much that these dogs that's in my neighborhood are aggressive, because I've almost been here for about a year and none of them got killed yet. So if they were aggressive, somebody would have already called the police to get rid of them, or somebody would have took it in their own hands eventually. I know that's how it would have worked, but they're not aggressive. They haven't ran up to us. They'll follow us, but they won't they'll bark only if they're behind the gate, but they won't follow us or bite us or anything like that. But they are intimidating. You know what I mean? Because especially early in the morning, or no, I'm only seeing them early in the morning. They do this. I don't know why. I don't know if the owners do it or they just happen to jump the gate early in the morning. But 5 of these dogs, like German Shepherds, most of them German Shepherds and Rocks, they all kind of like get together in this like group of 5 or 6 and just walk the neighborhood, knocking down trash cans and shit like a little gang. It's fucking ridiculous. I remember a few times waking up really early in the morning, like to take the dog out to go pee, and they'll just like roam. They'll just like walk right past me, look at the dog, and they now bark at me. They used to not bark when I had Candy, the girl, the hound. They'll just look, but then keep going. But I think it's like it's territory and trying to like show dominance, because they realize that that Kingston, the new dog, is a boy. So I've noticed that they're more aggressive now that I have the boy dog. So I don't know. I still think it's them. I think it's still them that got Candy sick. You know what I mean? Because they weren't aggressive, and I had Candy outside. I was trying to make her an outside dog. Maybe when I wasn't paying attention, they'll like come over there, and one of them might have distemper. It might not be affecting them right now, but it could be later. One of them might have been holding the distemper virus, and like came up to her and like was sniffing her and shit like that, and then she got it that way. That's what I think happened. I don't think she just got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fucked up though. That's why that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not gonna make Kingston an outside dog. One, because he's like super chill, and he actually is potty trained. We try to make Candy potty trained. Ugh, fucking Christ, whole goddamn house smell like piss. Plus, I don't want Kingston to get sick, and I've noticed that the other dogs are aggressive towards him. I'm guessing because he's a boy. I just don't want him to get all fucked up, because he's only like 6 months now. He's only 6 months old, and he's super chill. I don't think he's like an aggressive dog at all. So he gonna get fucked up with this like little dog gang that's out here, you know. Then they crazy too, because it's 2 of them. It's only 2 of them that do this shit. I talked about it before, but when I first moved in, especially, it'd be 2 dogs. They do it on every night almost. If it's not raining, or if their owners don't like chain them up to the gate or whatever, they'll sit in the middle of the goddamn street, like just chilling and waiting for cars to come by. And if any of those cars like care, you know what I mean? If any of those cars care enough to like slow down to make sure they don't hit the dogs or whatever, they'll move out the way, but then they'll chase the car. You know what? I take that back. It's not chasing. They'll move out the way, but then run right alongside the car, right? And sometimes run right in front of you. So if they trip up, you will run over their ass. You know? So if you're not paying attention for 1 second and they trip up, you're running over those goddamn dogs. So the only way for them to get out the way for sure, and for them not to chase you, is to drive. You know, just drive as fast, not fast, but fast enough, and don't slow down. And sometimes they understand. Sometimes they get the point and they move out the way and they won't chase the car. But sometimes, like a few days ago, early in the morning, like 5 in the morning, I'm leaving to go to work. I see one of the dogs. He's like an older dog, older dog too. I just kept going, kept my speed, didn't slow down. He moved out the way, but then sped up, got right in front of my car. I'm like, dude, and he's like running. He looked like he was like limping too. He had like one leg that was messed up. So I'm like, how are you going damn near 20 miles, damn near 15, 20 miles an hour with 3 legs, dude? That's fucking, like, to a point I was frustrated, and it sounds really messed up, but I'm like, dude, this is like a dog cry for help. Like, you asking for this a little bit, like, cause I'm not saying like run over the dog. That's what you got to do. What I'm saying is, if you don't, they'll like fuck with your car. You know what I mean? If you stop, they'll like get all up in your windows. They'll try to fuck with your tires and shit like that. They're aggressive. They're unnecessarily aggressive towards cars. So what you got to do is just keep moving. And a few people I've heard ran over them. They might be immortal. They might be ghosts. This is like some American Horror Story type shit, you know? But it's like outside and it's dogs. Like season 1. That's all it is. These dogs are already dead, but they're just hunting the streets, especially at nighttime when the sun is gone. They just chase cars for eternity now. That's what they are. So, no. I said I was gonna get this recording done before I gotta go back to work tomorrow. It's fucking crazy, people. The morning times are different. The morning times are different. And I actually like it. You know, I don't like that I have to buy a Red Bull because coffee don't work for me at all. Not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. I'll be tired before I even get to the car to go to work. Jesus Christ. Fucking narcolepsy killing me, dude. But I'm actually doing pretty good with the narcolepsy. I've been falling asleep during like the regular day, like on my off day. Like today, I would have fell asleep like twice already, you know, and woke up at like 1 o'clock and been pissed off at myself. But luckily I didn't. Luckily I didn't fall asleep. I woke up, made some breakfast, checked Facebook a few times, and then I started recording. That was just my day. That's how it is, right? Shit, man. I like it. What am I talking about? All right, it's past the 20-minute mark. I actually did get a question. I actually got a question asked on Facebook for people to ask questions so I can give advice on and all that stuff, or I can just answer. And I finally got some questions. A guy been friends with on Facebook for a while, Nate R. I'm not sure if he wants his last name out there. Not that I could pronounce it. He asked, where do you get your ideas from? And I wasn't really sure what he was talking about, like stand up or like anything. He was like, just anything. Where you get all your ideas from? Where I get my ideas from? How I write for stand up. Like me, since I'm starting to do stand up again now, I'm starting to write for that. I basically got to live it. I write based off experiences. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I'm that clever. Like, I'm clever once I've lived it and I understand it, but like I can't make jokes about living in the hood, for example, because I never lived in the hood. I can't make jokes about selling drugs or like basically most of like the urban comedian jokes. Like, I can't do a lot of them because how I was raised, my mom kind of kept me away from like urban culture, you know what I mean? So that sounds racist. Thank you, phone. I have to live it. It's a really bad technique, honestly. It's a really bad technique, and sometimes it can be expensive too. So like, I would want to talk about now that I found out that I'm German. I would like to go do things that are German, like learn the language and learn the culture a little bit, but it's going to cost a little bit of money. Like, it's free ways about it, like learning through books and the internet, but some things I would like just to go, go and see the culture and see the places, see the people, you know what I mean? And that's where I'll get like my best jokes, my best German based jokes, you know what I mean? So where I get my ideas is based on my experiences. Like right now, like especially the show, the ants, the whole. I wasn't expecting that to be fucking 12 minutes long. The ants thing, that's a real thing. I'm people be ashamed to talk about like what's going on in their house. I'm like, I ain't got no shame, man. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck is going on. The ants are a real thing. They're a problem. It's something that I've heard somebody else had, and they didn't have a problem talking about it. So it's just ants. It doesn't mean anything. Like I said, they're just there, no matter how clean your house is, man. It's just, they just there. They just live there with you, and they come in whenever they want to. They're like little robbers, but except taking your possessions, they crawl on your feet and make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel like you didn't take a shower, or steal your food when you accidentally left it on the counter. Little shit. But yeah, it's just based off experience and stuff like that. I guess I was short-lived, the whole answering the question, but if you want your answers question, just basically follow me wherever you follow me. Leave your questions wherever I post the podcast link, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, yeah. And if you look in the bio right now, it might not have all those links, but I'll have one link in the description because I don't want the description to be all long and shit. It's linktree.com. Well, linktr.ee /cousin broken. If you hit that link, it'll take you to a page where it has all my links. A link for the latest episode of the show, a link for Instagram, Twitter, my personal Instagram, the podcast's Instagram, all that good stuff, all on this one page. So I don't have to like keep promoting it or have to keep copy and pasting. It's a pain in the ass. I'm a lazy promoter, as you can see. You might not have even seen this episode on the day that it came out. You might have seen it like a few days after because of Instagram and all that shit. So that's just how it is. All right, follow me, Instagram, at Cousin Broken or the Whomst Podcast. Just share it with your friends. Let them know what you think about the show. Leave a review, please. Leave a review on iTunes or wherever you're leaving, or if you can't review wherever you're listening to this from, share it with your friends. Share it on your page. Every little bit of thing helps. Keep growing the show. I'm coming up on officially 50 episodes. I know I've recorded more than 50, but I'm almost at 50. I would love to get more people listening to the show, get more people interacting with the show and stuff like that. I have a good handful of people, and they know I appreciate the hell out of them. I do, but I'm greedy, and I would like some more people, But yeah, that's the show. Thanks for listening to me just rambling about nothing. I'm George Collins. It's the Whomst Podcast. See y'all later.